What's happening, everybody? Joe Ray. This is Lowrider Garage 2021. We're going to bring in the new year. Fresh start. We're in Arizona. Phoeniquera Classics. Here we go. Let everybody know, Rick, who you are and about the club.
I'm Rick Dominguez with Phoeniquera Classics and Phoeniquera's Finest. We're a club started here in 2009. We are established now 12 years. We've been pretty much the only bomb club in town. No disrespecting to anybody else, but I think we've been going pretty strong for about 12 years. Hopefully with a lot more years to come. We range from the 1930s, 40s, and 50s cars, and doing pretty good.
30s, 40s, and 50s.
Yes.
How many members are in the club?
We have right around 18 members at this time. Husbands and wife teams coming in with different cars. Right now we're 17, 18 members, but each member has 3 or 4 cars.
Wow.
So we do range a lot in 30s, 40s, and 50s.
Okay, and the families get involved a lot deeper here because the women are really involved. And we'll find that out as we go on. How does the car club run? President, all the way down. How do you guys run that?
I'm the president of the club.
Uh-huh.
We have a sergeant of arms, is Corey Seiler, and Pearl is our treasurer and or secretary, if you want to say. But yeah, she's our money one, and so that's pretty much how it runs.
So in Arizona, we're used to that 115-degree weather. It's like 75 degrees maybe right now. We're at the Norton House, and it's just beautiful right now. And you can see all the backdrop. Is there something historic about this place? I know you guys have your barbecues here too.
Yes,
right?
we do. We have our barbecues here at this place. We try to every year. Actually, January is our anniversary month. So I don't know if we're going to be doing something this month just due to the pandemic and all, but we will. We just talked about it, recognized that this is our month for 12 years now for Phoeniquera, and
yeah, I see there's a lot of support when it comes to family. Yes, your right hand man.
Yeah,
this
is my right hand here. Yeah, so yeah, so we do range from all those years, 30s, 40s, and 50s, but yes.
Okay, so we know how you're more or less established, what your heart and soul is about, and we'll get into more of that. You let us know the chain of command all the way down. You're the president anyways, so your car has to speak loudly for you. And that's what we're going to go see right now. And you have one of the top of the line vehicles here, especially when it comes to bombs, right?
Yes.
So show us that. Tell us about your baby.
Now this 1936 Buick Cabriolet, I picked it up about 10 years ago. Needed a refresher, but I did pick it up in Northern California, and it came from a good friend. And I did repaint it, new interior, new top, did some motor work. It's pretty much a cruiser. I like driving it. I don't really show it too much just because I love to drive it so much. But it does have some accessories on it. I have a mark clock on it. I have a compass. Has the original clock on it. The wood grain. Then a lot of the wood grain in the front. I got some trip lights in the front. Got a E-tap passing lamp. I have the switch off. I have a lot of stuff.
Is it fully accessorized? There's everything you can get for it. Does it have that, or there's still a few things?
Pretty much. There's a few things that I still want. I got my luggage rack that goes back here. I took that off because we're working on that. But I have it. So there's a lot of accessories that can go to the Buick, from suspension, motor, everything that they should have. So yeah, this is why I chose the Buick. The accessories are just what you can get. So,
well, this is a beautiful start. So let's continue on with the lineup. Okay, introduce us to your next member.
My next member here has a 1936 Chevy. It's my brother Freddie, and he'll tell you a little bit about his car.
Yeah, I picked up this car about 5 years ago. It took me about a year, a little over a year I picked it up. It was just primer color. This color right here, it's called cyber orange. A lot of people think it's brown, but it is in the orange family, and that was the reason why I picked the orange on the rims. These rims are period correct. This car actually came with artilleries, but I decided to put some some wire wheels on this car. They are period correct, and I painted them orange. I was told not to do it because it wasn't going to look good, but of course I did it my way, and this is the result. I'm pretty happy with the way she looks. So me and my brother actually did the body work and the paint on this car. It's like 3 years old now, so it's probably time for a new paint job and a little refresher as well. I'm currently working on a 1935 Buick convertible that's going to look very similar to that one. So this one will will still be in the mix, but I got another project that I'm working on.
So he's your older brother?
Yeah, he's my younger brother.
So younger brother, you got to be careful with younger brothers. He's trying to make a move on you right now.
No, that's
another
good.
Buick, but a 35, right?
35 Buick's coming.
This one has suicide doors?
Yeah, this particular model originally did not come with suicide doors. I've always wanted suicide doors. It's a 1936, but 35 was the last year they made suicide doors. I really wanted suicide doors, so I custom made these doors. I made it suicide door. It took a little while. It still needs some work, but I made it suicide, and I'm happy with it. I think it gives the car a lot more flavor. It gives us something to talk about. My dash, I did some burl wood grain on the dash and on my horn. It's still a work in progress, and I had the wheel done, the headliner done. I'm pretty happy with the car overall, but it does need it's still work in progress.
That's cool. You got a couple brothers in the same club, of course, but you guys are in the bombs, and you were telling me you are one of the well-known bigger bomb clubs out this way. Now we know Arizona, Lowrider cover cars, Masterpiece Award winners, all the traditional cars out there.
Yeah.
We know there's a few other bomb clubs that are out this way, but we were talking earlier, and you were just saying bombs are kind of like kicking in out this way, right?
Yeah, it's they're really taking off. We're seeing a lot of friends and family even getting bombitas and calling us and wanting support and where we get parts and stuff like that. So, but yeah, you're seeing the bomb scene grow tremendously out here in Arizona now. People selling their Impalas and getting bombs.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's a good thing. And then we got another different
we
one
have a
here.
1937 Packard here. Belongs to Corey Seiler. He's a sergeant of arms for the club. And this is his beautiful Packard. Believe it or not, he was up all night working on his ride. The important thing, it was here. I'm happy he did it. But it's here. Corey will tell you a little bit about it.
Corey's always working.
Yeah.
If he's not in his trailer loading up something, he's unloading. He's everywhere.
Gotta keep busy. That's my passion. Working on bombs.
Tell us about your Packard. I heard this in a conversation where we're filming role models for your wife.
Yeah. Well, we have several cars. My wife and I. I do everything except for upholstery, body paint. I came across this about 8 years ago. It was an out-of-state car. I just barely stayed up all night getting it here. Kind of refreshened it, wood grained the outside around the windows. Came across some fenders from a good friend of mine down in Tucson. It kind of kept it that original look, but also gave it my flavor. I'm really into accessories.
And these things came fully loaded, right?
Yeah. This is a Packard. This is a Packard Junior. The seniors usually had the side mounts. They were really rare for the juniors. But like I said, a friend of mine from another club turned me on to the side mounts, and I just freshly, freshened it up, repainted it. They didn't come with wood grain, but that's just my flavor. Pretty much original stock motor, still has a flat 6.
Out of all the vehicles that you've built, handmade, you and your wife, and all the cruising and all the the outdoor life you do with these things, because you enjoy them. I mean, Packards are top of the line. Not everybody has one. Would this be your favorite of all the rides so far? I know you just broke out with it.
It is, because not everybody has them. Everybody has Chevys. There's a lot of those around, but the Packard is, back in the days, you know, Packard was a high-end vehicle, the high society cruise Packards, and they're usually chauffeured. But again, it's a car that I like. That's me. I added the slide top. Initially, it had a soft top that didn't open, but I freshly did that and made it a slide back. So I have the best of both worlds. A little convertible feel, air blowing in the wind there, but it's something I have a passion for. We have other cars I'm always building.
And let's visit with your partner in crime. This is a Quaker State lowrider role model, Pearl Hernandez, but she's also treasurer in this car club, huh?
Miss Pearl is the treasurer. She has this beautiful 1939 Chevy Master Deluxe, and as you just said, she came out in a role model. And this is Miss Pearl. She'll tell you a little bit about her car.
Pearl, so real quick, when they tell me that you're treasurer, that's because you worked at the bank for a while, huh? All that experience?
All that experience, exactly. So I love being the treasurer. I love that I can keep all this together for the club. This is my favorite car. I have others at home. I have a 47 Fleetmaster Chevy and a 51 Chevy truck. But this is my go-to car. So if you see me on the streets, this is what I'm in here in Phoenix, Arizona. So I just love what I do for the club.
Are there any other chapters? Explain that to everybody.
Well, there is and there isn't, and it's kind of strange, but when we started Phoeniquera, of course the ladies wanted their identity and wanted to be known that, you know, who they were too, because they were building cars. As you see, my wife has one also. She has a 36 Chrysler. Miss Pearl has her 39. But yes, the club actually begged for that second chapter because of the ladies wanting their identity, and this is it. You know, they have their own ideas and their own flavor, and they put it on their cars. You know, they dream it and we build it for them.
And the other thing with the ladies, again, there's ladies out there, but there's no ladies with the bomb club, all bombs. So that's what stands us, you know, make us unique in our car club here in Phoenix.
And you were featured in Lowrider magazine. I know that magazine, that issue was very popular about that.
Yeah, it was 2010. That featured my 51 Chevy truck. I'm known as Bomb Queen. That's when my truck came out. And then on time, that's when I got my 39, and then also the 47. So I've been blessed. Let's put it that way.
And the lineup down the way, here we go. A Commander, huh?
Yes, this is a different car that you don't see really in the lowrider world, but this car belongs, it's a 1939, belongs to Rick and his wife Lisa, and it's a Commander, so he'll tell you a little bit about his car.
Howdy. Father and son project, years in the making, but this is it. It was featured in a AAA auto commercial, featured on all the local channels, so I'm very proud of that. That was a good moment. But yeah, this is my baby. It's like I say, father and son project car. Had it since high school.
You take this everywhere?
I do. It's I drive it to shows in Tucson, and I go to shows in Laughlin as well. So it's definitely my driver. It's not a trailer queen. I just like going on the road and you know, enjoying the open road. Just getting out there and just doing it.
How long have you been in the club?
3 years.
3 years now?
Yes. Very fortunate to be with these guys. You know, I feel at home here.
Very good. Very nice.
Thank you, sir.
Next we have a 1940 Chevy. Belongs to Oscar and Val Ibarra, and these are their sons. Oscar couldn't be here today, but she's here representing for the family, and the guys are too. And they'll tell you a little bit about their car.
And again, my name is Oscar Ibarra. I'm Oscar Ibarra's oldest son. Again, he's laid up in the hospital right now. But and again, this is really special that we're here today representing him in his car. This is a very special car because it's a family heirloom. My mom and my dad, they like to cruise in it. And again, it's a very emotional time right now. And again, this is our pride and joy. You know, it's a family heirloom. Like I said, he's going to pass it on to my brother and I, and then he's going to pass it on to his 2 grandsons. Again, they're not here, but like I said, I'll pass it over to my mother to give you the details.
Like my son Oscar said, my husband's not here right now due to an illness, but this is a very special car to him because my husband is a big family man, and his sons are important to him as well as our grandsons. This is my other son, Brandon. And we take this car out and we do a lot of charity events with the club, and our boys come to visit, and they come in and they work on something. They find something to tinker with, and something to fix, something to polish, and he likes to take us all out on a cruise and get some ice cream on Sunday. And again, it's all about family, and that's what this car represents, family.
Can we see the inside?
Absolutely.
Good. Oh, excuse me. So it's an heirloom, so it started off with a family.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
We're just going to definitely keep it in the family, make sure it goes to our grandsons, and it's definitely a club car.
Yep. Was it? My mom drove it down here today, special time, and then like I said, she's one day she'll be teaching the grandkids how to drive this car once they get their license, which is still a long way away though.
This is cafe con leche.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. So the memories of tradition lives on.
Yep.
That's all that matters.
Yep. Exactly.
And for all you Arizona Diamondback fans out there, you may notice that little hat right there, Albert.
World champ.
Very nice. Thanks for bringing it here. Much respect. And that's a beautiful thing about cars and family. Traditions have to leave on. We leave the torch. We trust it that they hand it off, just like your dad did. Took care of this car. He's trusting everybody in the family to continue the tradition. It's like a dynasty in a lot of ways.
Thanks for
being
being
here.
Thank you.
We have a deluxe here.
Yeah, and next we have another Packard, 1941. It belongs to Devon Gonzalez, and this is her beautiful 1941. She'll tell you a little bit about her car, Josephine.
Yes, this is Josephine, and I'm Devon Gonzalez.
Who gave the name to the car?
I did. I am a dance director for Fine Arts Academy in Avondale, and Josephine was a world-renowned dancer in France, black dancer, and so I named my car after her.
How long have you had your car?
I had her for 8 years, and that's how long I've been in the club as well. And I also have a 41 160 Packard, which is going to be our limo condition addition to our club as well.
And what turned you on to Packards?
My husband, we went on a date to one of the club's picnics, and I just fell in love with the different cars and the look of the cars, the old quality of the cars. I've never had that type of opportunity to be involved in anything like that. And at first, you know, I had my dance thing, he had his car thing, and the more I became involved with the club and going around to the different events, I thought it was, you know, really, really cool. So I wanted my own, and we had been out driving one day, and I saw Josephine, and I was like, oh my God, that's my car right there. And so we went and bought her.
Very nice. Can't wait to see the next one.
Yeah, we're excited.
Thanks for bringing Josephine to the center stage for us.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Yeah. And next we have a 1948 Buick, and this is Richard Gonzalez, Yvonne's husband, and he'll tell you a little bit about his 48.
So this is my latest bomb, my 1948 Buick Roadmaster. It's all original, got the original straight six. It also has the original Dynaflow automatic transmission. So I just picked this up this last summer. I've been just enjoying cruising it around. But I also have right now a 1948 Chevy Stylemaster.
There's just something about Buicks being long.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've always loved Buicks, especially these years, late 40s, early 50s. So when I saw this one up for sale, I just had to snatch it up.
A lot of history here. Wow. And different looks.
Yeah, I've just always liked the classy looks of the cars of this era.
How long have you been in the club?
10 years now.
And now we have a shoebox.
Yeah. So those that don't know, this is a Ford, 1949 Ford, and we don't have too many Fords rolling around, but this is Al, and they call him Capone, and this is his car, and he's going to tell you a little bit about his ride.
This is a 1949 Ford Custom shoebox. I've had it for 5 years, and the car, I found it in a grapefruit orchard, and I restored it from the bottom on up, and took a little bit of time, but I'd like to show you my engine on it. It's the original engine from when I got it, and I redid the whole engine. V8 flathead, original motor. Done a lot of work to it. It only has 700 miles on it right now. Rebuilt, detailed.
You were low riding a long time ago, right? And you took
Right.
a little break and got back into it again?
Right, 1982, I was in a super show at the Civic Plaza. Actually, with it was stiff competition, a lot of cars from California, Albuquerque, and Texas. And once I had a 64 Super Sport Impala, then the car took third place in my custom, but I thought I did pretty good for the first time I ever did it. It's been 30 years since I fixed up a car, and here I am back again with Phoeniquera Car Classic. I'm glad they accepted me in their car club, and I'm here to stay, you know.
All the old guys that are into low riding, especially in car clubs, they always have that itch. And when they come around
Definitely.
and see events like this or shows or a club gathering, I'm going to get a car. I'm coming back. And it only lasts about a week or so. And then you never see them again for 3-4 years.
Right.
It's not all of them come back. A few do. And you are one of them right there. Glad you did?
Definitely. Yeah, I'm glad to be back. And like I said, you know, I came back, and when I come back, I always like to come back strong.
Very
You
good.
know, and it took me 5 years to restore this beautiful shoebox. They're rare cars.
Very nice.
Thank you.
All right, next we have Miguel with his 1951 Chevy. He's probably next to Al. He's our second member, last member in the club to join the club, but very strong member, always representing for the club, and he's going to tell you a little bit about his ride.
1951 Chevy Deluxe. Had her for about 20 plus years. Took a long journey to get where she's at now. She still needs work. But I don't know, original motor, tranny, 3 on the tree. Just love to be part of the club, part of a family. I don't know what else to say.
This is your first car?
Yes.
First and only.
First and only.
Nice. And then we have a bomb truck to wrap things up.
And here we have a 1954 Chevy truck. And this is Deanne, and she's going to tell you a little bit about her truck.
My truck's name is Angel Baby. It's dedicated to my dad, who passed away in 2014 of June. He helped build it right before he passed away. We cruised together for about a year before his passing, but this is dedicated to him.
This is a good example of your dad's spirit right here. You know, when they pass, they still watch over you, you know?
Oh, yeah.
But they watch over you even more when you take care of their other loves, like this truck right here. And I'm sure he's very proud that it's still out there on the road, and his daughter's showing it just the way it should be, keeping the family name going.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I mean, seeing this, you know, you gotta, that's the ultimate gift you can always give back to your parents, because they're never here long enough so we can always thank them. But you know, this thing goes a long way. This is beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's too bad his truck going to be here. He's got a truck also.
Yeah, he has a
We left the
54.
trucks behind. It's identical, but different color.
Yeah.
Too bad it
This
couldn't
one's a
be here.
5-window. This is a standard for the passenger.
Chip off the old block right there. Okay, we're gonna take it back into the gathering, into the senior where everybody hangs out. They do picnics here, and we'll find out a little bit more history about the club. All right, everybody, so we're at the Norton House in Arizona. Phoeniquera Classics. It's more than family here. We talk about family traditions and card clubs. It's a tag team going on here, husbands and wives. They even have their own inside chapter. Now you're talking about women who support card clubs. They're the backbone, the foundation. These women jump in these cars and take them home too. And maybe the husbands have to follow them, I don't know yet. But it's a beautiful thing, of course. What else does the club do for the community, since we're talking about family?
Well, we try to reach out to a lot of families for holidays and help them out when things are hard, and try to be there and support as many as we can. Sometimes we'll adopt 2 or 3, 4 families, whatever we can afford that year, and try to help out families for the holidays. We do some parades for veterans, the Veterans Day parades and the Fiesta Bowl parade, and on. We do a lot of that kind of thing for community. Hopefully here in the future we'd like to become a 501c3, a nonprofit, to help out, see if we can help out more families throughout the year instead of just for the holidays. We like to think that, you know, we're family here, and we help each other. You know, we all have hard times too, and when those happen, we're here for each other, and not just for the good times, not just for the good times.
We're close knit. We do other things besides car related things. We get together at someone's house.
They probably do, but you guys don't. You guys are always in the garage, really.
Yeah.
What's cool though, so for the holidays like Christmas, you guys all jump in the cars, caravan, pick out a certain house, a family house, and wrap presents, walk on in, donate them.
And then also, when we do that, we have extra toys in our car because there's kids that come out from the neighborhood. So we're also handing out toys to all the kids in the neighborhood also. So
and then we have a mascot, Felix the cat mascot, that kind of livens the event up as well.
Nice. The future of this club, where is it going? Now where you're standing at right now, you're established, 12 years is plenty of time. where do you see you guys going from here? How do you protect it and grow, either quantity or quality? Tell us.
In my opinion, I've always been of the mindset to try to not build for quantity, more for quality. To try to let it be about the person. If that person is a good person, he's going to bring good vibe, be a good person, be with everybody, and the car comes later. If he has a decent car, a nice car, that's what we want, the quality person, and from there comes togetherness, family, and everything else comes from there.
We help each other out, you know, with car issues or fixing whatever the problem may be on their vehicle. It just comes natural.
All right, there you have it. So you guys have a great thing going on. For everybody that's out there, we're in Arizona. They're the top of the line bomb club out here that they represent it all. For everybody out there, we talked about family, Phoeniquera classics, Phoeniquera's finest. The inside chapter. At the end of the day though, these women here don't ride shotgun. They drive off too in the caravan. That's a beautiful thing about low riding. So that's an example for all of us out there. You don't always have to ride on the right. You can jump in and take that wheel. And that's what you guys are going to do for the next 10, 15 years. That's all that matters. So they represent Arizona.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys coming out.